Fair enough. Hey guys, this is Kwlkid and Mini Nipper, and as we mentioned in the last batch of videos, the mouse isn't on. I turned it off because I don't need it. Yes, it's sellotaped because it's broken. Damn it! That's well rude, doesn't it? Anyway, as mentioned last time, we decided that because we both really like Rome Total War, we decided to vent our frustration at the incompetence of some people by watching Time Commanders, a British TV show which was last aired in 2003, using a modern version of Rome Total War for the contestants to use. For the first battle, because it's one that I know I will rage at least a bit, I've chosen the Battle of Cynocephalae, which will be explained a bit in the episode. Are you ready for this? Yeah, you gonna have fun?
Yep.
No, you're not. You're really not gonna have fun. I'm just gonna say right now. Okay. Why am I hovering over the F9 button to start recording? I'm already recording. I don't even know anymore. Right. Right. Oh, just a quick note, guys. The sound quality of this video is gonna be pretty damn terrible, and we will try our best not to talk over everything, although no promises. Just saying. Right. Here we go. Pardon? Yeah, okay, full screen. Can't do full screen. I should have done mid-screen. There, mid-screen. That's the best I can do. I can't do full screen because Bandicam has a bit. So you guys will have missed a bit of the opening then, but you know, who gives a... who gives a toss? These first bits aren't really that important. Oh my god. If you saw that guy with the green war paint, you would shit yourself. Oh my god! Yes, for testudo formation, because that makes perfect sense. Because that's totally what it was intended for. They're charging on us, quick, turn it up, boys! Oh my god, wait, never mind!
Listen, help.
Yeah.
Make a weird square.
Welcome to the show where history's greatest generals live to
It's
fight
the hamster.
another day. And doing battle tonight are a team of political consultants from London.
Politics
They are
girl.
Craig Keeley, who reads up on weapons systems in his leisure time and really, really wants to win.
In my mind,
Like, turn it up to the max as well. That would definitely help.
Etc. But I know I do panic at the slightest thing and start squealing usually.
Jo Thornton wants to be on the show because she likes men in leather skirts.
That's like what?
Obviously.
All take the mick out of each other, pretend we're paying
I'm gonna be honest,
attention to each other,
I've never
and
bothered
generally
watching
do
this
exactly what
opening
we want
bit
to do.
explaining about the people.
Caroline Evans
At
is
least
the
up for this
boss
one.
at work and always believes her opinion is right.
I think it'll be a really good team exercise for us all, and hopefully we won't all kill each other in the process.
And Ruth Westerby, who swapped the serenity of yoga 3 times a week for the thrill of the battlefield.
We'll probably all just get incredibly excited, angsty, overwrought, and cry.
Together, the Spin Doctors are
Realistic
tonight's
energy.
time command.
The cry thing I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping for it. It's so much fun.
Welcome, team. Great to have you
It's
here.
gonna be a bitch to
Given your
friggin'
job, I must say
upload.
Spin
It's gonna
Doctors
take
is
like
really
5 fucking
hard.
hours.
It's a win-win,
Letting it
because if you
back.
lose,
Yeah,
you're just
pardon?
going to be able to turn it round.
I know, I'm not running in the
But what
mind.
skills do you think you will be able to bring to bear on this from your work?
Crisis management?
What do you think is
Crisis
going college for you?
No,
Yes, there probably will be a
I finished
Certainly
university
will be a
in
crisis.
April,
So you reckon
although
you'll
I had still some work to do, so...
Just pretend we
come
didn't
up with new
have a
ideas.
job
Communication.
when I got in the
That's
one bag
Communication
for like a
is
week.
essential. That really
Because
is.
David did.
Well, good
He got
luck.
100 quid.
We'll see how you do in battle.
Which means I'll
And
be
keeping
getting
a
that.
watchful eye
Hopefully,
on our team's
means
tactics
I'll live
will
up
be the
to actually
time
buy
commanders
things.
experts.
Yeah.
And they are historical analyst,
I traded in 4 PS3 games today to get one! Win.
and ancient historian and author Adrian
Don't blame you.
Goldsworthy. Okay, team, now this is the bit where for once you're not doing the talking, you're doing the listening, and pay attention very
I'll
closely.
bet when you're
because
going to do
here
the
comes your
listening
battle
though.
briefing.
Yeah.
You are going to refight the Battle of Cynocephalae.
Cynocephalae.
It is the year 197 BC.
God damn it, man.
And you're going to be fighting in Thessaly, in the northeast of what's now Greece. This is a clash between 2 of the greatest powers of the ancient world. The rising power of Republican Rome and the ancient kingdom of Macedonia that had been the power base for Alexander the Great. And the 2 armies of these powers clash at a range of hills called Cynocephalae, which in Greek means the dog's heads. The Roman and Macedonian armies have both been moving westward. Each army knows that the other one is there, but neither
I
army
don't know if he's
knows just
American,
where
but he
the other
works
army
in
is.
Britain.
They're both committed to their march. The Romans are going northwest, the Macedonians are coming southeast. They're heading directly towards each other from opposite sides of the same path. It doesn't help that it's foggy. Nobody quite knows what's going on. The situation is very confused, but the clash is now inevitable. Now, team, you're going to be taking the role of the Roman army, at the heart of which are 2 legions of Roman citizens. Now, at this time, the legions are recruited from every citizen who owns enough property to provide his own weapons and equipment. So the wealthiest are the cavalry, the poorest, who don't need so much protective gear, are the light infantry, the velites. The heart of the legion, though, are the heavy infantry, and these are divided into 3 lines. You've got the youngest, men in their early 20s, are the front line, they're the hastati. They're armoured and backed up with the Spanish sword, a very effective weapon. Behind them are men in what the Romans considered to be the prime of life. That's my age. The principes, who stand in the second line, equipped exactly the same way. And at the back are the veterans, the older, more experienced soldiers. They've got longer spears instead of the throwing pilum.
The Latin word for wing is ally, and you've got allies here today. On your wings, you've got people from other parts of Italy other than Rome, and you've got a few elephants, and you've also got people from the Greek city-states.
It's a good balance.
10 archers
They're not
and then 5
professional
drivers.
soldiers. Roman citizens are obliged to serve when the state calls them up. Everybody in this Roman army, although they're just conscripts, is as experienced, probably more experienced than professional soldiers the Macedonians.
I didn't know they
So
had
it's
them.
our team of political
But they've got a few
the
Greeks on
Romans
those
against
elephants.
the Macedonians. How are you going to talk
How the
your way out
fuck
of
do
this
they not
one,
drive those
guys?
elephants?
What do you reckon?
So we'd ask them.
Actually, an interesting fact. During the Second Punic War between Carthage and Rome, Macedon was actually allied to Carthage, but offered him no support.
So, ask away.
Yep.
What's more important, keeping formation of our main troops or achieving getting up the hill?
What we're seeing here in this battle is a clash between 2 military systems. We're seeing a clash between the old Hellenistic system, which the phalanx dominated, this big mass of people with long spears, and the new Roman manipular legion, the checkerboard of legionaries, which is much more flexible. And on rough terrain like this, flexibility will be the key to victory.
One more question.
If we've got lots of ability to manoeuvre around, and they're coming straight at us, we want to run away basically, get around the sides. How quick are they comparative to us? Can we actually sort of fall back in front of them, and will we be quicker, or will they catch us up?
The phalanx, as you say, only goes in one direction, forward.
No, not
You
true.
have got the ability to adapt and move around, and if it comes to a contest of maneuver, you will win.
Well, you say that, but,
Okay, that's it.
but
No
you know,
more help
incompetence
from
can be
the
the
guys,
death.
I'm afraid.
Well,
We've got
yeah.
one more important thing to do. Only 2 of you will be fighting as generals, 2 of you will be fighting as captains.
Jumbo
Now, I don't
tank
know if you have
now.
your personal preferences,
Yeah.
but they are irrelevant because our experts make the decision. They study your profiles and they decide.
Take a time.
It's crucial.
Times sound like
As a
tank.
team. So, now's when we find out who will be the commanders
Yorkshire,
and
sure.
the commanded.
I'm going to go to the room.
You're more Polish than me.
Joe's top tactic is to flirt outrageously with the guys on the computers so that they win it for us without us having to tell them what to do.
Joe, you are a captain.
Yeah, but she's not actually going to do it though, is she?
Caroline, you are a general.
Do you see the
Today,
smoke look on her face
you are
like,
a captain.
yeah.
Craig, old boy, today you're a general.
The only male is a general. This is going to go
Tactic
well.
to flirt. It's a vicious lie. I don't know where you heard that from.
Gee, maybe from the other one.
So, team, now you know. Are you happy with that?
Place your
Are you? Is it
bets.
going to work?
So it's a place your bets. Who's going to win this?
Captains, don't go thinking you've got
The
an easy
team
job
or the...
because you haven't.
Not them.
And generals, we'll see how you do in the heat of battle.
I say I can't say anything because
So,
that's
fancy a
spoiled it.
fight? Yeah. Glad you said that because there's one coming your way.
Fancy a fight, fancy a fight.
The smaller fight
Good fight.
before the main battle. This is
Good
quite
fight, good
common.
fight.
It's not going to happen. It's good news
Yeah.
because it's like a little practice run before the big battle, and the experts are going to brief you now. So listen up on what you can expect in your skirmish.
In Cynocephalae,
Warmer,
the fog was so thick
Well, it's
that the standard bearers
there
of
on
the 2
mine,
armies
when I'm playing a game,
couldn't see the road
it's
ahead
not
of
one
them.
now. It's that bit.
It's a
The
bit
2
warm, but
armies
it's got the game
were marching on either
and I'm
side
playing
of
a
this
game,
ridge.
especially like
Neither
this,
army
it's got
could
lots of
see the
shit they
other.
use.
fucking
And then reconnaissance
kind of
patrols
thing.
from the two armies met in the middle.
It's a bit like turning a corner in a dark house and suddenly stumbling into someone with a shock. No one's expecting this. Everything is developing not under the control of the generals, but simply the people on the spot. Now you have an opportunity. If you can seize the higher ground, that will give you an advantage in the subsequent battle. So that's what you've got to try and do now in this skirmish.
And that is your lot, because the experts are going now. Eric, Adrian, thank you very much.
The experts are going now.
They'll be up there on the observation deck.
No,
and they will be watching. Don't let that add to the pressure.
Yeah, there's something I want.
What are you going to do, very quickly?
The thing I don't like about Hammond hosting the show was in first series, the guy offered no help. He made a few remarks, but he didn't help him. Hammond tries to help them a bit. I don't like that at all.
Well and truly over. Let's see what you're made of.
Hammond?
You're in a fight.
Yeah. I don't like people.
Okay, everyone, can we just go running flat out first of all? Just get up the hill, we can worry about what's going on after that. It line to the right though, okay?
I didn't really know.
There's two hills in front of us, we want to go for the right hand side one. Route basically goes straight up.
It's one big bloody hill.
So the two armies are approaching the ridge from different sides. The Romans in red approach from the right.
Yes, but
Because
it
this was
looks
playing
like the Macedonians are
World War.
already
Yeah,
on the
the
ridge,
blokes on the
so it's going to be an uphill
Yeah,
struggle for these
and the blokes
enormous
and the blokes
generals.
of the Furies are completely
Route,
retarded.
start
They
edging
can't
more
do
towards the
shit.
right, please.
Head more towards the red, please. Thank you.
Now look at this, it looks as if the team are going to try and outflank the Macedonians.
Did it ever
They
know
got
what?
archers
Oh
on
no,
the
they
hill.
do
They
know
are.
that.
Basically, our cavalry should be able to just run straight over them, but stay away from that phalanx. The Macedonian force looks stronger. It's got the advantage it's already on the slope, which will help it if it can charge down. So this is going to be a tough one for the team.
So, do you
I
want
want
my
to say
army?
is this game was extremely cruel to the team. The Macedonian army was far superior here.
Oh, can we go up more here?
Joe, can you start aligning slightly
The
more
team
to the
also
right?
has nothing to deal, no units to deal with the Macedonian cavalry on the hill. They've got no units to deal with them.
These are the velites, the light infantry composed of the youngest men and the poorest men in the legion. They have animal skins on their helmets, so their officers can pick them out in combat and judge whether or not they're being brave or whether they're hanging back.
Now, they're coming up the hill, hell for leather.
Yeah, because as yet they can't see much of
Charging the horse up the hill.
Macedonians.
The Roman cavalry will be good and blown when they get to the top of that hill.
Yeah. Ruth, stop your forward men, stop them dead, stop them dead. What have we got?
Stop the cavalry!
My
Ow,
cavalry
being
being
shot.
shot at.
Now they're standing there trying to reform. They're
Much
dying
better
in
target.
the droves. That's right, because they're standing still.
Not at all.
If they kept charging the archers
They have
would
a
have
chance.
to react.
Yes, they'd either run or if they didn't, they'd get cut down. They've allowed the Macedonians to seize the initiative. That's a mistake. Now, it may be a command and control problem that no one's quite sure yet.
Guys, I'm sure it's lovely standing there.
See what I mean?
If they're going to stand any chance, the
Hey,
team
I'm sure it's lovely standing there.
now
Now to move.
and engage the enemy.
And here they go. There go the cavalry.
The cavalry coming.
Boom! Macedonian cavalry just. Yeah. And the other half are just running.
Oh, the cavalry. Well, they've got him behind them.
Now, the team's cavalry have caught the Macedonian phalanx in the flank and rear, and you can't turn around quickly when you're carrying a 21.
I love the way he says that, and he shows the unit immediately turning around.
Aggressively counterattacked.
I suspect that didn't happen on purpose, but what he did was come up behind the phalanx. They can't turn, and he butchered them.
They did turn.
I was lucky.
They did turn. And Hammond stopped
Wasted
fucking
a lot
helping
of
them,
its
seriously.
cavalry, but maybe they'll learn a lesson about how vulnerable a phalanx is. The flanks
I
of the
don't
rear.
know because he got shot by his own
Now,
archer.
the Roman army at Cynocephalae is led by the 31-year-old Titus Quinctius Flamininus. He's proved himself as a soldier in the bitter Second Punic War against Hannibal, when so many senior Romans had died.
That's what gets Flamininus his early promotion, isn't it?
Yeah, he makes it a consul at the age of 30 instead of 43.
Joe, you've got troops on the right-hand side. Can you wrap them around the side, basically, and just take them in the flank?
Probably not. No, I don't know.
Joe is a little unhelpful there. Craig is trying to find out what's going on, and Joe is having a hard time understanding his questions from the small.
You can obviously hear them because he's certainly giving enough voice to it. Caroline at the moment is really just looking. She hasn't been effectively. Craig has taken over and is giving the orders.
Male
bad thing in
dominance.
small action. You don't need two generals because there isn't that
They're
much.
screwed, aren't they?
Right, turn it. Go off the cavalry. It's all going horribly
Okay,
wrong.
just attack them.
Can people tell me what's going on?
My cavalry are all dead, and I'm being charged by horses.
It was good at the beginning, but it's all turned into a pile of shoes.
The skirmish is broken up into lots of little combats in which the team's getting massacred.
They're not influencing
Take the
the battle.
Macedonian phalanx.
Are these me?
Right, you can see the phalanx starting to steam down the hill. Now the Sarissa, the 21-foot pike, is weighted at its butt end, so 14 foot of it projects in front of the man.
I love where he's kind of going through the guy in front. Like, yeah, kind of, don't worry, he's fine.
It's going to be very nasty.
Yeah.
That's right, because they've got these unformed...
Slow-mo.
They're not prepared for this. Now, you can see the Macedonians lowering their pikes.
That small group, the team's infantry,
Well,
they're surrounded by pikes.
Okay, do you know like these ends? Right.
Yeah.
I think the light infantry is about to buy it.
I've never actually done that to you. I've never actually taken the time to do that. I should do that.
Don't look like the sound.
I'm
Yeah.
They're just sandwiched there between the cavalry and the phalanx. You'll notice, this is interesting, the phalanx didn't engage them. The phalanx fixed them in place. The cavalry struck.
I love the way that the cavalry struck before the phalanx hit them in
This is
place.
going very badly wrong.
Get out there and I can't stand it. Oh dear.
Hang on.
Yeah, can mine flee towards Joe, please? I'm fleeing towards Joe because I'm getting
Okay, just fall
Nope,
back
you
and
just-
save our
you
troops.
just
We've lost
failed.
the high ground. Let's just deal with the battle later on.
But the team's few remaining velites are trying to get into the combat now, but really this is just too little, too late.
Have you thought about running away? It's just an
I'm
idea.
still thinking maybe we should do that.
I'm beginning to
I
think.
did say let's fall back. We're not going to win this battle. Let's just pull
Do you know,
back.
there's no need to run away. Just get a taxi. There's only about 4 of you left.
maybe
They are running away.
No mercy.
Good running away you've done now. Well done.
Getting out of there is an important point. This is just a reconnaissance. All they needed to do was find the Macedonian army, and they did.
High ground won't be useful, it isn't vital.
No, that's right.
You need to know Flamininus needs to seize this battle and start to control it in the same way that Craig and Caroline will have to do. At the moment, the battle's occurring in a way that a battle shouldn't. It's not under the general's command, it hasn't occurred after careful manoeuvring, it's just happening.
Okay, fall back. Everyone just fall back and save some lives.
Everyone just fall back and save some lives in the Macedonian cavalry. Currently cutting through the last 3 survivors.
Great, do you want us to withdraw or not?
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. You always to withdraw or not? No choice, buddy.
Right.
You
Now
forget.
we're going to have to do on the... Right,
Wow,
when we get on the main
that
battle,
was
first
beautiful.
of all, just tell me exactly who's where in your line. Because I can see
Jesus.
anything.
Still
bloody
describe
works.
things in guys with long spears, guys with short spears.
That's fine.
works
Call them what you
fine,
like. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
I don't know
I'll
what
take the Mickey, but it doesn't matter.
Thanks.
I need to...
I'm nice. Oh, I think Mickey will be
Yeah, I
there.
wanted
It'll
to
be
say
fine.
you didn't hear me.
Okay, right.
Evil sword.
Craig, it's like in the office.
It's like you got to yell my name out first.
Craig seemed to take
Yeah.
control there, and he certainly wasn't listening to Caroline much. But one thing that Craig didn't do was impose his will on the battlefield. He had no idea what he was trying to do. The one thing that they did do was accidentally stumble into a Macedonian phalanx, and when they did, that phalanx disintegrated. They must learn from this that they can go for the flanks or rear of a phalanx and cause it to collapse on itself.
I would like to point out, he's saying that literally up there. Literally up there. I mean, he now shows him over there again, I believe. But he was literally saying that up there. I get the feeling they heard that.
We're lulling them into a
You're
false sense of
Romans, you
security.
don't just run off. Good luck in the main battle. I think you're going to need to work on your teamwork. That is key to this. If you don't get
So
that
what I
sorted
mean,
out,
he's helping him again. Shut up, Hammond, let them do it themselves.
Sort yourselves out and get ready for the main battle. Because it's time for the Council of...
What's going on?
Down to your position, start sussing out what you've got. Generals, let me give you this. This is your army. Try not to break it if you possibly can.
Try not to break
See
it.
what sort of position we've got in then.
Try not to break it, try not to get your ass kicked.
As the fog clears, we get a clear view of the task facing the team. The Macedonians, in orange and black, hold the ridgetop, but a good half of their army has yet to
I love
move
when
into
you say
possession of
orange
this
and
little
black.
march column.
Barely any
But
orange.
will the
Like,
team
look, a bit of orange. A bit of orange round the arms. A bit of orange like round there. And round the
Okay, guys,
skirts.
that's it.
That's the only
Right,
orange.
the rest of your planning you're going to have to do on the
Isn't
move.
that
You've got to
orange
adapt to
in
the
black and
circumstances.
white? Because Valentine's orange and white.
Right, our basic line. I think we have got a big
I love the
huge
way
gap just
one of the
here.
captains I think
Obviously,
has
we need
run
to
up and the other one
divide
just
their
hasn't
armies,
bothered. He's like, yeah, screw
we
that
want to
shit.
push our cavalry through their gap and then send the rest of our army that
Oh,
side.
no, there she is.
I want to just concentrate on that particular wing. And if their troops do turn around and start looking back at our cavalry, that's when we push the legions straight into the front. We won't be coming at them from two sides.
What about these? Elephants.
I think we're on the way till they're quite tired.
What about you're going to send your elephants in when they're tired?
No, when the enemy are quite tired.
You're going to send...
Basically,
right,
they are...
Wait till they're tired, send your elephants in late to kind of steamroll and...
No, use the elephants to get them scared.
Well, guys, you're going to have to sort it out when you're on the move. I'm sorry, there's going to be some more, I suspect, heated discussions.
Is that all the time we get?
That is your time. It's over. It's 197 BC. The Romans and
If
the
there weren't heated
Macedonians
discussions,
are
I
about
wouldn't
to
fucking
bump
watch
into
it.
each other on a hill. Let's go.
On a hill. Normally says let battle commence, not let's go.
Coming round,
I think it's coming
right-hand
bothered.
side of the flank, they've got about 4 units of, whatever they're called, chaplains.
After you've seen skirmish,
Doesn't matter what
do you still think the team are going to lose?
Can everyone start aligning to the right? Running on. Right, basically,
Start
Bruce,
aligning
you want
to the right
in the
again.
middle of the hill.
Yep, because it worked so
Army's
well
been
last time.
campaigning for several years. They all know each other very well.
That's a really important point for the Romans. The Roman army has been fighting Hannibal for a very long time. This is the army that defeats Hannibal, and that's important.
Some of the men that began fighting in this war had actually been defeated by Hannibal at Cannae back in 216, and they're still in service and have been permanently. They're getting pretty fed up about it, but they're damn good soldiers. At the head of the enemy army is another veteran campaigner, King Philip V of Macedon. He's 41, so he's a lot older than his Roman opponent. But he's been on the
10
throne
years.
for a long time, and he's been fighting for nearly all of those years. Thing is, he hasn't really fought very many big battles like this one.
What would you do if you were the Macedonians? And what would you do if you were the Romans?
Fast up the right flank. Are you happy with that?
Okay.
Now look at this, on the extreme right, the Romans have sent 2 cavalry units heading up that slope. They're getting onto the high ground, they're going to see what they can do. On the Macedonian left, that most vulnerable spot.
So this is one of the elements of their plan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That they were going to lead off with the cavalry. This will give them the opportunity, once they're up at that crest, to spot the Macedonian phalanx as not yet in good order.
Hey
to
look,
spot
half the
all
Macedonian
light
army,
forces
not in
will
good order.
Be guarding the flanks of that Macedonian force.
Dun, dun, dun.
And to
Steamboat,
scan them.
steamboat activate.
Very vulnerable Macedonian army. The Romans
That is the
have
flank
reason in
protection,
perfect position
more or
to
less.
exploit this weakness.
Some pelters.
If they hit those phalanxes now, or even scatter the light forces who are meant to screen them, then it's going to be all up with the Macedonians. It's going to be over very
They
quickly
are
indeed.
intensely vulnerable.
Far forward. So I want you to go. I want your troops going through the gap and coming round the back. Ruth.
Yeah.
Ruth. Their troops in front of you have come a lot further forward. They've left their phalanx behind. Can we just concentrate on their right wing? The troops directly in front of Ruth.
And the cavalry stuff.
Now Craig has halted Joe's attack
Face
dead in its
palm, face
tracks.
palm,
That
face
makes
palm,
no
face
sense
palm.
whatsoever.
That is genuinely dim. They're not going to get a better opportunity than that to do the Macedonians some serious damage.
And now they're taking javelins from the Macedonian skirmishers. And look, here come the Macedonian cavalry.
So the team came all that way, they got into a perfect position to ambush the Macedonian left flank, and now they're just leaving.
Like, yeah, fuck. Hey, look, we can kill them easily. Fuck it, we want to fight.
We can destroy their left flank entirely.
Make the decisions. They'll leave all the decisions
Yeah.
to the General Craig. But Caroline now isn't really doing anything. She needs to be at least scouting around, keeping them informed about where the enemy is. Then they won't get snuck
Yeah.
up from the rear.
The other one we're going to have is we're probably,
So rather
our
than
voices are
trying
probably
to
going to
destroy the
overpower
enemy
this.
left flank before they make it up the hill,
Which we apologise about, but you know.
with the Macedonians who are already on top of the hill.
Ooh,
Now we can see
ow,
Ruth's
that was
cavalry
bad.
coming in here, taking some casualties. Now the Romans
These are fairly
used the
chunky
four-horn
cavalry
saddle, gave the rider a lot of support even without stirrups. So he could use a sword, use a spear, throw a missile very, very well.
I love the way they actually just ran into them. Hey, look. Ooh, flank back.
Be very careful of these. There's a phalanx just in front of you.
And that's going to get very bloody.
Now the Roman cavalry has made a real mess of that neat phalanx.
Yeah, but what's it going to cost her?
Okay, my cavalry are not responding to my orders, they're running away.
See, they got
Ooh,
sandwiched
see
by the
that?
enemy
See that
cavalry.
Macedonian horseman? I'm going to kill you, pal! Never mind, Mickey. Actually, you know what? Probably best if I take these off.
You've got some archers
I've
just
got my
there on
key
their
on
own.
the keys
Joe,
from
can you
down
use
south
They're
for
running away from
WSP.
me.
those archers there, can you just use them to sort of just to pepper those? Because our great opportunity here, their phalanx is just sort of, it's off on its own, it's not even committed to the battle. We've got to defeat this side of their troops first.
Why? Why? Yes, yes, that's right. Let's defeat the side of their army that is actually already deployed, rather than easily defeating the army side of them that isn't deployed.
Now Craig's just failing to direct either of his captain's cavalry manoeuvres in the middle of the battlefield.
She's just...
Craig, I need some direction. What do you want me to do?
Craig needs to do something very quickly.
Yeah, those Roman cavalry are going to be caught on the hop. They've just been completely steamed.
Do you know what I love? Is that guy? See that Roman guy? He's just walking in the middle of Macedonian cavalry.
What do you do with your cavalry? They're getting butchered. I can't see where the cavalry are. Where are they? There. Right, side. Sorry, Ruth.
Craig says he doesn't know where the cavalry are. That's right, because he's not been looking at his map. That's right, nobody was looking at the screen. He's got the advantage of the map table, he's got the monitor. What's he doing with it? It's an absolute mess, but in spite of Craig's confusion, his captains have managed to get a lot of Roman troops up onto the ridge.
Yeah, that's not going to do many
This is
good
what
unless they
really
do
annoys
something
me
useful.
about the show. It's obvious that other people are controlling the Macedonians in this battle. They're being incompetent. Hey look, they're just attacking my cavalry. Let's just leave my cavalry in there to die.
Okay, so there is the Roman line. There are their reserve, the elephants, and they're in the front.
I can understand why they have to use humans, so why use the army incompetently?
Which is
Oh, by the way,
And that looks like it could well be the right thing.
oh, by the way, the elephants are supposed to be in reserve.
Craig is not paying any attention to his elephants. He probably thinks they're still behind. He has no idea what's going on here. If the elephants will support him getting stuck into those phalanxes, they'll go down like 9 pins.
And it's not too many years before that the Romans themselves have suffered under Hannibal and his use of elephants. Now they've got their Numidian allies to give elephants to their army. They've got this extra bit of fighting power that they can use themselves.
Greeks.
Philip's son Perseus came up with this bright idea of having a special group of men in spiky armour.
Yeah.
When the elephants trod on them, the idea was that they'd hurt their feet and then they'd run away.
Yeah, crush.
Roman legionaries go in 3 quick steps and then waited against those pike points, and there go the elephants. Wow.
That's going to be nasty.
They're just starting to go down, and there's nothing the Macedonians can do. There's some Macedonian archers, I think, starting to form up to attack the elephants. Look how vulnerable that flank was to those elephants. Oh, elephant down.
Shut up, Aaron.
We've got to bring our troops around. Your troops sort of can outflank round the left-hand side.
Yeah, we're heading up there now. So I want them up and then come in from the back.
Okay, hold. Everybody back up to the table to your first positions.
You shouldn't be allowed these. You shouldn't be allowed battle pauses. This is just bull.
Right, okay. This is a pause. Time for you to gather your thoughts. I've got to say your elephants.
Oh yeah, in a real battle. Oh wait!
However, you
Battle
can.
pause!
I want to find out where we are.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this. We know what we're gonna do. Do you know what you're gonna do? Okay, let's do it, Stab.
Okay, right, Joe.
Unpause battle.
You've done
Right.
very well. We've got this little pin. I mean,
Craig obviously feels he's got to give his people detailed instructions. So instead of paying attention to what's going on around him, he is giving detailed direction to Ruth and to Joe at the front.
It's a danger for any commander. You can get involved in the small details, and that's fine as long as someone else is looking after the wider picture. But that's not happening.
Caroline, you're still a general just because he's louder. Mate, what are you going to do?
I'm hopefully going to give him lots of information about what's going on, so he can make
Essential.
decisions.
Information is everything.
You're general. What the fuck?
I can't see what troops are what.
2 seconds. No seconds.
So after a shambolic start, our battle novices, virgins, have managed to get into a position where they're doing some real damage.
Yeah, and that's at least in some part due to independent action on the part of 2 captains, Ruth and Joe.
And wait, the elephants can't destroy all that phalanx by themselves.
And especially not if they're dead. So they're doing all
Look at that
right.
effort band we just die for no
Can we
reason.
just have a look at the back of their troops? They've just done something just here. I can't quite work out what it was.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's really more important than looking at what the fuck's going on.
Can we go over the back of their troops?
The Macedonians doing what they should be doing, bringing up their missile-armed troops to shoot the elephants down.
Yes, but those elephants have done what they're supposed to do.
Hey, I've got a great idea. It's called Turn the
The
Phalanx.
problem is they're unsupported.
It's called Go, oh look, the elephant's over there. Turn the Phalanx. You're dead. Hey look, the Roman army's flanking us on our right. Turn the Phalanx. I feel like that fat guy who just got 2 Greek archers falling on him and killed him.
Don't trip over it.
Still, big barbecue.
Look at this.
Joe's success with her
Look at that.
elephants has
The
given
phalanx is just standing
their
there.
infantry to attack the vulnerable phalanx in the flank.
Yes, Joe's good work with the elephants has shaped this battle.
Look, the elite of the Macedonian army is on the way. Ow.
Just charge everything in now.
Yes, no second to.
Now, quickly. Get some speed.
They have you. Guard your flanks.
Shut up, Hammond.
The team have committed everything they've got on the left flank and they're going to try and win the battle there.
Yes, but they're doing it the hard way. They ignored the opportunity
Yeah,
to win the
more or
battle
less.
quickly.
Look at this.
while
That
the
phalanx is easily
Macedonian
turned
army
that
was
way.
coming
That
up on
phalanx
the
could
right.
easily go
But
that
it's too
way.
late. The Macedonian army is coming in a position.
Whoever controls Macedonia is retarded. I don't like him.
What the team have tried to do is they've tried to fight the army in detail. First one wing, then the other. And the problem is they've chosen the wrong part of the army to go for.
Hey look, charge the front, because that's totally going to work.
Spanish sword which inflicted terrible wounds. Earlier on in the war, the Macedonians had been terrified when they'd seen the bodies of men killed with this weapon.
Who's these two? Right, who's that? Right, what have we got in front? What's on the screen? Who's that on the screen?
Is that right hand side? That's
That's over on the
Please
right
take
hand
them in the
side.
flank now. What are they? They are.
Craig is shouting vague questions without making it clear who he's talking to.
What's that line doing just there? With it rolled
Needs
up
to
on
be
the back?
Ruth this, Joe that. That's right, specific question, make it clear and simple.
So he shouts a vague question, he doesn't get an answer, and he
They
just
both
goes
get
on to
confused.
shout the next question.
These all engaged.
What's this here?
Best general ever.
What's yours?
Hey, what they did? Shut
Things
up.
happen and then they put a spin on it afterwards.
They're running away ahead of me. What do I do? The Macedonian cavalry are also running
Who's running
away.
away?
These guys here.
I can't know you. That doesn't help me. Tell me what they.
You're allowed to go down, buddy.
Okay, I've got a phalanx running away down the hill, back
If
to
they're
where we
running
were.
away, follow them. Well, actually, don't
Okay,
follow
well,
them. If they're running, they can.
have we still got people at the back behind that hill?
Complete. Actually, if they're running, don't bother.
Okay,
Because if
can we take the top of the
need
hill?
to.
Can we
We've pretty much won the left hand side now. We need to get them over to the right and supporting Joe's
If you
troops.
completely won on that side, apparently, right? Can you now start bringing them round the back so we can start supporting Joe?
The team feels like they've completely destroyed Philip's right wing, the one commanded by Philip.
They've certainly done a lot of damage, but the cost has been exceptionally
Right,
high.
will they have anything left to deal with a fully formed left flank, which they have left
Which will probably get to the top of the hill before they fight it.
Guys, you are doing well, but you need to just sort of, it's very untidy.
Yeah, we're a bit messy right now.
Yeah, but that's the word.
Okay, keep the archers.
Maybe with very in front of you. Thing is, I've actually taken the top of the hill, but then they're sort of hanging around. That's a nice day.
The team have got onto the left part of the ridge, but their units are now a mob. They've merged into one big crowd.
There's a lot of moments.
We've got troops standing still, not involved in the battle. Can we please start using them? Whose are these troops? Joe, Ruth, whose are these troops just here? Whose are they?
Mine.
Can we start using them, please?
No! I hate power
The
pauses.
system relies upon having reserves, but we've got troops standing still, use them. They're committing reserves when they don't really know where they want them.
Okay, this is a pause. It's an
At least you want
opportunity
to
for
use
you
everything.
to gather
At
your
least-
thoughts.
At the moment,
It's,
you're
you
just
can still
pumping
win from here.
everyone into
You can
one
still
mob
win
and just
from here,
going
but
into
all
the
I'm saying
front.
is it's chaos out there. And there's chaos in here and there's chaos out there. So you
To be
need
honest,
get
so in the siege battle when I was half here, that's what I did with you. I had 6 units of over 120 Eastern Infantry, and I just broke through your lines. I mean, you didn't have much left, but still, even when you brought bigger units back, you know, I still completely broke through it.
Triari seem to be facing backwards for reasons best known to themselves. You see their long spears there, that's the veterans who should be your ultimate reserve.
It seems as
Sometimes
though our operators have been distracted by something.
20 seconds.
Basically, right, let's finish up these guys first in the centre. Then we go after these guys. I can't actually see what these are. But I think they're light troops. I don't think they're
There's another
Yeah.
phalanx over
I got attacked.
there. Well, I've still got cavalry. I've still got cavalry. I'll send them over there.
Seen the phalanx on the ridge.
Completely surrounded me.
I'd have a look.
2,000 guys.
On you go, good luck.
If all 2 horses would be more than that, for
The
2,000.
remaining fully formed phalanx
casualties are beginning to steam across the top of the ridge towards the team. They've got to act quickly if they're to have any hope of victory.
Okay, they're about to completely split.
Okay, they're heading towards us along the ridge, so we need to get round behind them.
Do you know what's amazing? Do you know what's amazing? Your elephants that you lost,
Yeah.
smaller elephants
Yeah.
that you threw
Yeah,
away,
for sure.
are now actually holding up.
For like Vincent, just letting us become
And you're going to be happy that you did that.
Absolutely.
Don't try and go toe to toe
Can
with
we
the
stay
phalanx.
on that view thing, Dragon?
Yeah, I know. We're coming back to here.
Whoever's slightly down towards where we started, just get round the back.
Yeah.
These give me charge by horse. Can these guys come around
Walk
back
back in
here?
front of them and just wrap round the side.
One back here. Where am I?
Those archers on the ridge just there behind them.
Yes, I've got one
Can we
on
put them in and
behind.
start worrying them behind?
They could just about to be attacked by horses. Quick, get them running.
Now they're actually being kind of competent.
Where are my other guys? Okay,
Right,
can
what
we...
are they cavalry
They suddenly
doing?
realise
What are they doing?
maybe
Hang on,
they
what
kind
are
of
they
suddenly
cavalry
realise,
doing?
wait a second,
Can we
maybe
face
charging
them?
everything we have into the front of the flanks isn't the best idea ever.
We're getting charged from the rear. Can we please deal with them?
They get over here?
Each of the captains has himself half the army.
There's a lot of Romans left, but there are 2 Macedonian phalanxes heading towards them.
It's true, this is on a knife edge.
Two teams of Romans. 2 teams of Romans, 2 teams of
Not doing
Macedon.
this well at all. They have allowed the Macedonian left flank, Nicanor's wing of the army, to turn and face them. They're forming up in a formidable
In my
phalanx.
opinion,
And are they
the team
going
is not
for
does
those
not deserve it.
vulnerable flanks
Does
of
not
the
kind of
phalanx?
deserve to be doing this
They're now
wrong.
wide open and an easy soft target.
That's right.
That isn't an easy target.
Oh hi guys, please go move.
What's your prediction at this stage?
My prediction at this stage is they're going to take that
They're gonna do it with you.
Roman army in a big mob and
That's his
try to shove
prediction.
it into the front of that.
Do you know the last battle? You just mobbed you guys together and just went.
Here are some Romans.
No, they could go back in there. Yeah, they could go around the back. They could go to
But
the
every
side.
time there's a crisis, they're responding by pulling back. Remember how Craig said at the beginning, can I pull my Romans back?
That's good. Small cavalry units hit the phalanx in the rear. There's not really enough of them.
Put those cavalry back out.
Also,
No, we've got more. This should be better. Now, this is what they should be doing. They've come in from behind. This phalanx is now going to be toast. That's more like it.
Get the horses back in.
Guys, we need this lot to attack the flanks because they've got their
We're
backs
really,
to us.
really low, Justin. Can we sort of start
You're back
getting
again.
This is good. This is really good.
What
I
we're
did
looking at now
4K.
is
I did
over on the
4K.
right hand side. Okay. We've got basically we've got them pinned from all sides.
Now the team's hitting the
Hey, look, a
phalanx.
repeat shot.
They've got advantage of numbers.
yeah, if they make use of them, they can still win. But it's a big if. I can guess that they're going to win, but I can't discern any coherent tactics that are going to get the team.
Hey look, there's the people behind us. Let's ignore them.
So they're slaughtering us at the front, but we can just come in and slaughter them from behind.
Precisely. Caroline, that's some good generally.
Thank you.
Let's see if those troops are actually engaged.
As the battle has progressed, Caroline has become increasingly assertive.
And that's probably a good thing. Look at it. It's straight into the front again.
Oh, look at that. There we go. There we go.
So the javelins are going into that phalanx. That phalanx has got Romans to the front, Romans to the rear.
The Romans have withdrawn.
And the Romans have withdrawn, but
They
so
are
now that
coming round the
phalanx...
flank. There we go. That's what they should be doing. They've got the flexibility to do that.
Guys, this lot, they need to get in. They need to stop standing there.
Being shot in the back. You still think the team's gonna lose? Yeah. The team was incompetent, but the people controlling the Macedonians were incompetent.
Good sign.
What's going over there?
We won!
Apparently she's a spin doctor and she doesn't know what imminent means.
So they've done, the team have eaten up a lot of the Macedonian army, but they've done it terribly messy.
Very true.
Can we close quickly, please? On the... Those troops aren't fighting.
Craig, no one's listening to you. Shut the... There.
The Macedonians are beginning to crumble.
Unfortunately, the cultural difference that divides their fighting styles also extends to surrendering. Now, once the Romans have got round the flank or the rear of the phalanx, the pikemen are helpless. So they can't fight anymore. They're professional soldiers. They've done their bit and earned their money, but now they can't do any more. And being professional Greeks, they decide it's time to quit.
Come on,
Now,
man.
Eric, be a pikeman and show us how this is done.
Yep. Oh no, nothing is going away.
There he is, his 21
I'm
foot
never
saucer
joking.
firmly
I'm never
held
joking.
both
In one of
hands
the battles
stretching
in
out in
this,
front of him.
but I will show
Surrender,
you that
he
they will do
raises
this.
that to the
That they
march
will do this
position.
kind of thing.
Straight upright.
You know,
It's a heavy
that is
weapon,
actually what
can't swing
happens.
it round quickly,
Literally,
can't do
they kill the
anything
Spartan
to harm me now.
units, and
As
then
far
the
as
rest,
he's
and then the
concerned,
rest
it's
of the
like
army
raising
just
your
kind of
hands
goes,
today. It shows
just
that you're
walks
no
away.
longer a threat. The problem is
Yeah,
that
she
he's a
literally just
civilized
walks
Greek,
away.
and he understands that. The Romans come from a completely different military culture. They see an enemy who's just rendered himself helpless, and as far as they're concerned, that's the best time to kill him.
'Cause they're dicks
So
like
he's
that.
just standing there, and the Romans come up and jab to the throat, or underneath the corselet into the stomach.
Hey,
Who are
hey,
these two
why
that
you
are
not so surrender? Okay then, jerk. You surrender? What surrender, stab? They did not deserve the win. This is what really pissed me off. They were really terrible, they did not deserve this win. They're not the team that, in my opinion, least deserved a win. That was the Battle of Troy, to be honest. Team War, they didn't deserve it at all.
Women, you see. There was logic to it.
Hang on,
Wait,
what crazy
you used
woman?
skirmish well. I know you got
I didn't know
slaughtered
that.
in it, but you used it well. You realised the importance of communication, and
No, we really didn't.
you won. I still can't quite believe. There were a few moments. I mean, your elephants that you threw away tripped up phalanx that were coming
I love what he
together.
says throw away, but all those elephants, they
That's
wouldn't have won.
the annoying thing.
If the elephants had been left in reserve, the Roman infantry would have been completely slaughtered.
Genius move. I mean, you sent your
Then
cavalry
the elephants
behind
would
by
have
accident.
come in and then would have gone, oh crap, there's no one left to help us.
Now, let's see what our experts think.
The guys at the front, yeah.
War is chaos.
War is chaos.
And today we have truly seen chaos. This was not a general's battle. This was a battle for the captains, for the centurions, and for the individual Roman
It's
soldier.
just about the generals
It would have
intervened.
been a lot better for everyone concerned had these two generals done absolutely nothing
Yeah.
and let the captains and the soldiers get on with it.
We talked a lot about flexibility at the start, about the importance of having reserves, and yet wherever we seemed to look, there was this whole crowd of Romans all cramming into the smallest possible area they could get. First, second, third line, plus the light infantry, all crammed in. Now, you just at the last minute would always manage to pull them out and do something clever with them, but it's not the way the Romans are supposed to operate. This is doing it the really hard way.
That's right, but it was the captains who were able to do that. Who sent the elephants crashing through there? If you had not, early on, sent those elephants crashing through the Macedonian right wing, you would not have won.
But she disobeyed orders. Look, if we start going
She
through
took the initiative.
Let's not even go into that because I suspect there'll be another battle. Why don't you show us what actually happened, guys?
And that was a bonus
Absolutely.
left two and left it.
Hey, Adrian,
Thank you very much. Sorry, Will. Right, I shall have to come in here. I'm the Romans approaching.
No,
I'm
they're supposed
marching
to
in the
always
standard
do and
Roman
just.
formation.
This is actually
3
what
columns.
happened.
That'll be my front line, that'll be my second, that'll be my third. So as soon as I see the Macedonians, I start wheeling to the right to form this up.
and I, the Macedonian army, have got King Philip commanding the right wing, and I've got one of his best generals, Nicanor.
Hang on. So you got Phil and Nick.
Phil and Nick. I've got Nicanor commanding
Phil
the
and Nick
left
against
wing.
Flaminides.
And I'm not going to stand around and wait for him to get himself sorted out. I'm going to take my great big phalanx and start
Stop, I'll have you
moving it
look at it.
in against the Roman left.
These guys are at the
So,
back
yeah,
of the column.
run
They've
down
got
the
the
hill.
furthest to go, the least time to do it. So they're disordered, and this lot just thunders down the hill on us, and it's not pretty.
The hill on
But
us.
over here, we're formed, and they're not. So our front line slams in, and then our cavalry slam in, and then our elephants slam in, and we're
nothing.
happy bunnies. So my right's successful, his left's gone. His right's successful, my left's gone. But he's one big phalanx in a solid line. I'm lots of flexible lines, lots of maniples. So it's now that a tribune whose name is unknown peels 20 maniples off the back, brings them round, and attacks you in the rear.
So just as one captain saves the day for your team, one tribune saves the day for the Roman army.
So, Eric, Adrian,
Yep.
thank you as our experts. And I
To be,
can't believe I've been
to be honest,
saying this.
I said the team did not deserve it. They did not deserve it at all.
It was a
They,
spectacular and
they didn't
accurate
do
recreation
it.
of
They
exactly
didn't win
what
because
happened on
of
the
their
day,
skill,
Steve.
because
I don't know how
of
you
the
did
tactics.
that, but it was
They
superb.
won
Thank you.
because
You have been
because
watching
of
Time Commanders.
because of incompetence on the part of the Macedonians, who have to be incompetent, I suppose. Otherwise, they're being completely unfair.
After the battle,
If I was against these teams, I would not go easy on them, because I don't like doing that. I do not. I hate going easy on
Cynocephalae was
people.
without doubt a turning
Destroyed me
point in
every single
history.
time.
It was a key stage in
No,
the inexorable
in one
rise
historical
of
battle, you
the
did win.
and the decline
Yes,
of
each
the
battle.
Macedonian
Well, yeah,
But it
There was
doesn't
more action
count.
with the Thai commanders next Sunday on BBC Two.
You won. You won. That's good. By the way, what did you think of that?
it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I only remember seeing
Watley
one of the
Street.
twat ones on the hill.
Watley Street. Go down the hill towards the big Britain army that actually historically outnumbered them like at least 20-1. In the show, it was 6-1. But
It's
still,
like,
you know, just walk down the
I'm
hill.
on the hill. All my blokes with swords.
I'm still on the hill. They're all the way down there. We're gonna go down there to
Where do my
fight.
soldiers go?
The only problem with that one is it is an hour-long episode, and you know I wouldn't mind doing it with you, but we'd have to set aside a bit of time to do it.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of annoying. Right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I apologise if you know you found this boring or if we kind of ruined it by talking. But you know the whole idea of this was we just wanted to give our opinions on it, of how the team did, what we would have done, etc., etc. And you know that's what we did. You know, we had a good laugh about it. Hopefully you will too, although I kind of doubt it. But whatever. Right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been Kwlkid 38 and Mini Nipper. Sign off for now, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Sure.